Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today we have an unboxing. I stopped by the Puma Lounge at Dubai Design District. They had a pop-up where they were doing a few pairs releasing before they got to market. Like there was an ASAP Rocky pair and all of that. Of course, me being me, I got there quite late, so I picked up the best pair that they had, and it is quite an interesting pair. Now, as we get the sneaker out of the box, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And of course, if you like the contents, give this video a thumbs up. We have Puma Select box right there. In terms of sizing, I must tell you which pair I got. I got something called the Beisser, and as you can see, I went up on my size. I went up to a 8.5 UK, which incidentally is a 42.5, which is what I wear. Having said that, Puma Select is something that Puma uses whenever they do collabs. So whenever there's been, I think even in the past, their Bape pairs and a couple of others came with that Puma Select box. So let's lift the lid open. I just got back from work and I thought I'd quickly whip this unboxing video out for you guys before I make my trip to Mangalore, because then the video is only going to come out next month. But as we lift the lid open, starting off with this nice sticker sheet, you can see that passport or visa stamp, and a lot of other Dubai specific stickers. And they also had this really cool customization center. They had matcha and all of that, but it was around 8 p.m. so I didn't really have some coffee. But you could customize your sneakers with some trinkets and, you know, like this one's a pin that you could put through the laces. I got like a music note. I think that's a French press, a burger, a croissant, and this nice small Vespa kind of scooter. So this is kind of cool. Having said that, let's get the pair out the box, and bam, there you have it, the Puma Beisser. Now the interesting thing about the Puma Beisser is that when it launched initially, that was in 2005, so a whole 20 years ago, they only made 500 pairs throughout the world. Like worldwide, only 500 pairs came out, and now 2 decades later, they've come out with a wider release. It comes in three colorways. A triple black, you know, I'm not a big fan of. They had a sail colorway, which wasn't available in my size. And then of course, this nice mustard yellow pair with that brown detailing. Now, I must tell you, Beisser is German for bite or biter. So as the name explains, you can see that aggressive outsole and that midsole. It literally looks like the bite of a cat, like a leopard, a cheetah, or do I say a puma? As divisive as this outsole is, just look at it. Like if you look at the top part, it looks like the insides of a shark's jaw, like it's ready to bite down. There's nothing like this I've ever seen before. It is so aggressive, so wild. And it's funny because in 2005, I can imagine how wild this pair must have been. Like way ahead of its time, way ahead of its time. But let's dive into the details of this pair. The upper doesn't really have any padding except for the heel right here, a fair bit of padding. So you can see the upper completely collapses except for the heel area. Obviously you have this reinforcement, which we'll get to in a bit. The sole is just one piece, your outsole, your midsole, all the way to this heel cage that goes around the back, and you see the Puma branding right there. So there is no real cushioning, it is just this one piece rubber, because of which they then threw in an Ortholite insole, which is a good call on this pair, and the branding done right there in yellow and the insole being in brown, keeping with the theme of this pair overall. Now these dark yellow panels done in that open and wide mesh. Man, I gotta tell you, you can literally see through these panels. That's how wide they are. That makes the pair rather lightweight. Flat yellow laces. This panel right here on the toe is all leather, just like these brown panels right here. And on the heel, that's all leather. Whereas these lighter yellow shades are all done in suede. And the tongue as well, proper widely knit mesh. But the upper part of the tongue right here, you can see has the debossed Puma branding, and it's done in leather. The tongue's not very cushioned, nor is it too thin. It's just your regular tongue. But man, this outsole again, all of those aggressive lines. This is quite a looker. Now, this is keeping in trend with all of those low profile sneakers or the Terrace culture kind of sneakers. Like you have the T90 from Nike, the Samba from Adidas. You even have the Speedcat, which is a low profile sneaker. Obviously it's what, Formula One derived? But with the Speedcat, Puma really changed the game in their low profile portfolio, because right after the Speedcat, they came out with the Mostro, which is monster. And then you have this. Now it's easy to get this confused with the football inspired boot, but this has nothing to do with football. It's just a concept that came out 20 years ago and now is widely available to the population. Now in terms of sizing, I went up a half size in my UK size and also a half size up in my US size. But it is a 42.5 EUR, which is what I normally wear. And my toe ends somewhere right here. It is quite narrow. I would recommend you go up a half size, and if you have broad feet, you'd probably need to go up a full size. But yeah, that's it for this sneaker. Quite straightforward, quite simple and minimal. I'll throw these on feet to show you what they look like. Well, here's the top down look of the pair on feet. This is how it looks. I like that contrasting panels and how the stitches run through it. The mixed materials of mesh, suede and leather. It looks quite nice, and of course you have that heel that's super wild, one piece. And then of course that outsole. Look at that. Quite wild. So this is how they look on feet. My toe is somewhere around here, so I have a smidge of a gap right there. Definitely go up a half size on this pair. Alright, shlabam, that's it for this video, you guys. Thanks for staying all the way to the end. Let me know what you make of this wild sneaker. Would you pick up a pair? Are you a fan of the low profile look? Man, this just goes so hard, I gotta tell you. And you know, the lugs kind of stand out, so they would look phenomenal. Man, that outsole, really, that outsole is something else. It would be interesting to see if any designers or brands collab on this pair and how the colorways turn out. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one, you guys. Take it easy, stay safe, have a good end of the year. I'll see you next year. Peace.